satellite. Body love in every size. Feel the vibe and energize. No shame, no fear, just joy. Every curve we deploy. You hit play, let's make some noise. Oh, Chubs go wild, living free, living style. Turn it up, turn it loud. Chubs gone wild. Big hearts, big love, big dreams. Breaking molds, tearing seams. Together we're the ultimate team. Oh, Chubs go wild. Feel the pride, feel beguiled. This is us unreconciled. Chubs go wild.
Well, hello, and welcome to another amazing holiday edition of Chubs Gone Wild. It is, I don't know, someday. Where am I? It is December. This is Chubs Gone Wild 620, recorded on Monday, December 15th, 2025. And I still don't have a flying car. I am
Wait, isn't this the Ides of December?
December. Yeah, kind of. That's a pretty good one. Yesterday was Mr. Lurie Dean's 1 month birthday, so he was whatever his age is, and then a 12th. So yeah, I thought that was fun. Anyway, it's also 48 degrees and hazy outside in Chubland.
It's not hazy, it's
That's
Thule
what
fog.
the app said.
It's Thule fog.
Okay.
And did you know Thule fog is only in Northern California between I
Mm-mm.
think it's Redding and Bakersfield.
No,
And
I've never heard
it's
the term before.
it oh my God, you're kidding.
No.
You've lived here your whole life.
I know, it's so weird. It's like I've slipped into this alternate reality where you know things. So what is it exactly? I mean, do they
It's basically when
well,
you've had like a lot of rain like we did when I was in Hawaii.
right.
And then you get this, what happens is you get this fog that comes up from the ground, and you also have this cap of fog that sits over the whole valley.
Ugh,
So it just creates this cold,
wet.
damp
Yeah.
area. But it's weird because I thought it was like a thing all around the world. It's only in Northern and Central California.
That's crazy.
I
No,
know
I
we've
really
got our own
never heard that.
thing.
Huh. Well, that just makes this even more special, although
Yeah,
for a
special.
reason that
Fuck it. It's gonna
cold.
rain tomorrow, which means this shit's going away, and
Hey,
then it's really gonna rain starting, I think it says Friday, Thursday or Friday, and we're gonna rain all the way through Christmas and the day after so
well,
far.
now that sounds like a Sacramento Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, although at this point I'd rather have the rain than this constant
Well, we're 10
cold.
degrees warmer when it rains
Right.
than we are without. So we've been, uh, dear listeners, we have been in the 40s for like almost a month.
You know, right now, Moose is sitting in front of his fire, sipping some hot toddies, going ha 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 ha. But for us, it's cold.
Yeah, I mean I mean you throw this into somewhere like Palm Springs, and they've got igloos out on their front yards.
Right.
So
Yeah.
for us, this is as cold as it gets, and that's usually like January into February when it gets super cold. And oh, maybe we'll get snow, which we never do. But it's cold, and it's just that when I was in England, it's there's just this dampness in the house,
Mm.
and it feels heavy. My knees hurt so bad this week
Oh,
from just the
that's
cold.
because Sean was some. Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Well, it is. Oh, by the way, happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, it brought such joy yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, It's not the holidays' fault. It is humanity's fault. All right. But this is day two of Hanukkah. 5 days until winter solstice, 10 days until Christmas, 16 days until New Year, and 320 days until Halloween. And we should throw in there that it is 11 days until Kwanzaa. So, with that, let us take a moment to center ourselves. Take a deep breath, relax. I get along with all of my neighbors and we coexist harmoniously. I get along with most of my neighbors. That's pretty good. And the
I
ones that I don't get along with, I don't really know. So, woohoo!
I only know one of my neighbors, and I think he died.
Oh, well, oh, maybe you guys can visit sometime.
Visit what?
Well,
From
like you can stop by.
the the grave? Yeah, okay.
Yes. There's more gravy than grave in you, Mr. Neighbor.
Oh, leave the comedy to the bears, Ebenezer.
Uh, we're chubs. All right, hey, it's let's talk about Patreon really quick, which offers folks a way to support creators like us and receive awards not open to the general public, like podcast videos, books, and more. And we want to thank our current patrons, Clint, Nephi, Nick, DJ Stasage from the universe. Eric, Sean, Charles, Phoenix Dave, Brother Sinead Kingsley, Kathy Bacon, and Moose P. Please visit patreon.com/Matt Burlingame to find out how you can support our projects for as little as $1 a month. And with that, we want to talk to you about things that happened this day in history, like in 2011 when the US declared an end to the war in Iraq. Really? Did that happen? Okay. In 1979, Adam Brody was born, who is the actor best known for his TV roles in The OC and Nobody Wants This. And also, Julie Taymor was born in 1952, and she was the director known for pushing the boundaries of design and production in projects like Broadway's The Lion King, which is going to be in Sacramento this month.
No,
And
next month.
I write the events. It's this month.
No, it starts in January. This is
Uh,
December.
Starts in December.
No, no, it doesn't.
No, I bet it does.
Okay, because I see
Okay,
the first show,
hold
the
on.
first show the second week of January.
I think you're right. Yes, January 7th, but you can get advanced tickets now. That's the thing.
Yeah, or you could get regular tickets a year ago when I bought them.
Well, you could, but then you'd have to be an uppity theater queen. So, but she also she also was involved in the film Frida. Now, there's some other things that you should know about this day, like the devastating fire that happened in 1836 that devoured the planet, or the building, not the planet, thankfully, but the building temporarily housing the U.S. Patent Office. In all, some 10,000 patent drawings and 7,000 patent models, the earliest records of innovation in the young nation who we were lost to conflagration.
Yeah, that sounds like and then since they didn't know who owned it, then I'm sure
Yeah.
some big shot came in and said, "Oh, that was mine."
And that's how Elon, oh, never mind. Let's move on. 1791, Bill of Rights was finally ratified following the ratification of the state of Virginia. The first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution, known collectively as the Bill of Rights, became the law of the land. In 1890, Sitting Bull was killed by Indian police. Um, hmm. After many years of successful resisting white efforts to destroy him and the Sioux people, the Sioux leader and the holy man Sitting Bull was killed by Indian police. That's their wording, not mine. Let's see. In 1917, Russia reached the armistice with the Central Powers, a day after the Bolsheviks seized control of the Russian military headquarters in I'm not even going to say that. A formal ceasefire was proclaimed between Russia and the other people. Madison Square Garden in 1925 formally opened with a NHL game. Um, New York Americans lost to Montreal Canadiens 3-1 in the formal opening. And then in 1944, legendary bandleader Glenn Miller disappears over the English Channel after departing from an airfield outside London, a single engine aircraft carrying trombonist and bandleader Glenn Miller. It went missing. I did not know that.
I'll tell you, musicians and airplanes do
Yeah.
not get into single engine or Piper, those or this the little planes. Don't get in the little planes.
That's quite true. That's kind of frightening.
Well, the reason why they did that, because we have the Buddy Holly, we've got the Jim
Hmm.
Croce. A lot of that had to do with the fact that they would travel from one event to another, and by plane they could get there in, an hour. By
Right.
car, it could be 4 or 5 hours. So they would get the stars to the location so they could rest before the event the next night.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is the celebrate. We're celebrating some holidays. We're celebrating the Bill of Rights Day. That's appropriate, as we just read. It's also Cat Herders Day. Have you herded any cats lately?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How about International Tea Day? Did you have some tea or did you?
Let's say I served some tea.
There you go. Okay. It's also National Cupcake Day.
Ooh,
I
that's a good idea.
I love cupcakes if they're like really, really, really good. Not
Oh no,
tiny
no.
ones for
You'll eat
$5.
any kind of cupcake, even if it's, thrown on the ground. Of course, it's going to be good.
No, oh, trust me, I know some friends that are just like, oh, it's a crusty old dry cupcake, and I spent $5 on it. So I'm like,
Yes, but
oh
but
God, what?
his mother meant good intentions.
My mother has probably never made a cupcake in her life. Um, what is that? There's a place out on Folsom. Our friend Charlie got cupcakes for our birthday there. Oh my God, those were the best and cupcakes I've ever had. They were probably $5 a piece too, but they were worth it. Oh my gosh. If I can think of the place, I'll tell you. I'm sure you'll know what it is. It's also National Gingerbread Latte Day. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
I don't drink coffee, so
yeah, I will have, like a pumpkin spice once a year or something. And I have had a gingerbread latte, and I will say that the one I had was actually much better than a pumpkin spice anything.
well, it sounds better.
Yeah. It's also National Lemon Cupcake Day. I would
Why?
totally be down
Why?
with that.
Why would December 15th be Lemon
Yeah,
Cupcake Day?
I'm just thinking that's odd. I would think that's more of a spring thing, but hey.
Well, summer, but yeah.
Hmm. Give a nice tight tart lemon. I love that.
Well, actually, because citrus does tend to last longer if it's, kept cold and dark. So maybe that was something they celebrated because it was something unexpected for the time period, kind of like fruitcake is.
Could be, or if they did dried fruit, do they really dry lemon?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's National Wear Your Pearls Day. Oh,
Ooh, I'll do that.
earlier, but I got yelled
I
at.
saw you grasping your pearls earlier,
Yes,
but
I
you didn't
did.
have any on.
It's been one of those things where I just want to clutch the pearls over and over all week.
Wait,
Uh,
you're not, they're not inside you, are they?
no, so
Okay. All
pretty
right.
cool though. And then it's also well, this says it's the start of Hanukkah, so I'm
Well, you remember it starts
nighttime.
at dusk on like so dusk yesterday. So it's still we're still in the throes of Hanukkah's
Okay, that
yeah,
makes sense. Yeah.
the first 24 hours.
Observed on the 25th of Kislev, 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 I don't know, in the Hebrew calendar. But yeah. So those are the holidays. Yeah. Those were wonderful holidays. But you know what's even more wonderful? Celebrating the people who were born this coming week at some point. If it'll load. There we go. Yay. All right. Well, happy birthday to Rod and to that fabulous actor and activist, Mr. Matthew Crean Higgins, who we got a chance to meet when he flew out here when we did his play. That was very fun. Let's see. We also have happy birthday to our Christopher. His birthday is tomorrow, and he's going to be 46 years old. Hope he has a wonderful birthday. Also, Matt, oh, Mr. Gooch from the Vera podcast, Auntie Vera's husband, Vera Speaks. His birthday is going to be coming up here quickly. We also have Melissa Davis, formerly of, well, she's a radio DJ and a former podcaster who's Lazy Radio, that's what it was. Yes, Lazy Radio. We also have one of our dear friends who we used to work with at the paper, Mr. Theron. And that Joe Zubia, his birthday's coming up. One of our dear actresses who played the naughty sex kitten in one of our plays, Miss Kira. We have Jacob, Josh, author Jackie Andre, who just one of the amazing Corey Hart fans that we know. We have author Michael Gorman, Davina Francie, Richard, and James. And of course, we cannot forget to send a very special birthday shout out to Mr. Nephi. Happy birthday, everyone. Okay, well, it is time for our feedback. And Sean says Starbucks used to have, maybe they still do, a pumpkin cream cheese muffin that was okay. Overall, not a big fan of the pumpkin spice flavored things. Yeah,
Well,
I'll,
when you were talking about gingerbread, that gingerbread is appreciate that much more and ginger snaps and stuff during the Christmas time than I do pumpkin.
oh yeah, ginger. I love a good gingerbread, ginger snap, all of that. Ginger's a good holiday flavor for me. Pumpkin is Thanksgiving. Ginger is Christmas. All right. Well, we do have some chub hugs to send out, but yeah. Uh, hmm. Just gonna save it till after your
Yeah, you should. I'll start.
okay.
Okay, right now, honestly, the last thing we should be hearing about is mass shootings
Hmm,
and especially mass shootings while people are celebrating their holiday.
right.
And well, not that it makes a difference, but it's just kind of like that that period of just like of saying, we're making sure that this hurts. This is
Yeah.
just it's just awful, and I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm sick and tired of the response from this government that we have. The whole thing is just horrible,
Hmm.
horrible, and um and God, you you can say what you want about Biden, but Biden knew how to handle a problem, a situation
Mm,
with class.
yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
In
Okay.
yours,
Well,
the weather. Talk about the people affected by the weather. There you go. You're out of it.
there
Okay.
you go. People affected by the weather. You know what? I'm send a big thing out to I don't know, I may have done this last week, but anybody that's affected by the seasonal affective disorder, because this is the first year, well, not the first year that I felt it, but the first year where I've been aware that that's what's kind of probably going on with me. And it's hit me a lot harder than it ever has before. And it, if if this is what people have gone through all the years where I was all like, la la la, it's winter, yay, haha, sorry, I didn't, this is awful. Anyway, so,
Well,
but
it's what I told you before this. Just like Dumbledore said, sometimes you just need to turn on the light.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
a lot of it, it's like by 4 o'clock, all the lights are on in the house because it's starting to get dark. And I've fought off this thing for years, and I've done pretty well by making sure to turn on a light.
And that's one of the things is I have found during the daytime, especially as we experience this weather, I keep my bedroom light on more, and it does help a little bit, I think. But yeah, that's a good advice. All right, now this is really frightening. It's time for celebrity deaths this week.
Well, we're going to start off with Raul Malo, who is the rich voice defining the Mavericks. He died on Monday at 60 years old. No cause of death was cited, but he announced back in June that he was battling stage 4 colon cancer.
Mhm.
Um, Grammy-nominated opera singer Jubilant Sykes was stabbed to death inside her Southern California home. The 71-year-old son has been arrested in connection to the killing. Wow. Boy, that's interesting.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that. Jeff Garcia, the beloved voice actor who appeared in many popular 2000s shows, including Jimmy Neutron, has died. Sophia Kinsella, author of books behind Confession of the Shopaholic films, she died at 55.
mm,
The marvelous Miss Maisel actress, Wayne Alton Davis, fatally struck by an SUV in New York City. She was 60 and she was family. She was lesbian.
uh,
Um, Fairly Odd Parents star Jim Ward died at 66. New York actor Peter Green, who appeared in Pulp Fiction and The Mask, was found dead in his apartment, probably stabbed to death by his child.
oh,
No, I'm kidding. He's found dead in his apartment, um, sadly. Brad Luff, film executive and producer of Saving Silverman and Parker,
mm,
he died this week at age 60. Anthony Geary, otherwise Luke Spencer, on General Hospital for years and years and years.
mm.
He died yesterday at the age of 78, leaving behind his husband.
Wow.
And then finally, Rob Reiner, 78 as well, found dead alongside his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, in
Yeah.
their home. Right now, what we're hearing right now is that their son Nick was responsible for the brutal killings of his parents. So, um, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people these days, but snap out of it. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice when we had, oh, so and so died at, 95 years old with a great life. But, half these people are under the age of 50, I mean, 60. So, no,
Right.
not good. And yeah.
And to go out the way that the Reiners did. Oh
Oh,
my
and
God.
right. And, one happy note this week was Dick Van Dyke turned 100 years old.
Oh, absolutely. I was saying, I love. Oh, and they resurfaced the picture of him and oh gosh.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yes, thank you. Did you see that where they were doing acting out like a leather bondage scene?
Yes, yes.
I love when they take people and are able to do things like that with them that put them in a totally different, light and just uh I love when they, surprise you. When you're happily surprised by that. And they were wonderful together. Anyway, all right. Well, now let's go ahead and move into Tom's week.
Well, besides freezing for most of this time period,
Right.
because I refuse to give money to PG&E, which is Pacific Gas and Electric, because they are horrible, horrible people responsible for many of the forest fires that we've had in the past few years. And then what do? They turn around and charge us for it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fuck you people.
Mm.
I'm right now, we're one hot water heater and a house heater away from being gas free, and
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
You'll
Okay.
always be full of gas, I know.
Oh my God, it's been weird this
That was
past couple weeks.
Paranormals. Are you watching that?
Um, I mean, we have been like so gassy, and we cannot figure out why. It's weird because there's nothing really,
Sorry,
you know.
listeners. I did that myself.
Well, because you think, okay, we're not eating a lot of beans, a lot of starches. We're not really eating a lot of that, so I'm not sure
About
where this is coming
here
from.
it makes you toot. Um, so Twin Paranormals.
Oh, they weren't on this week. You're reading from the top. Okay.
Are you
Um,
watching the
I,
web
I can I
show?
can do this on my own. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see. Survivor this week, coming up is the finale. I don't know who these people are. I'm just waiting around for season 50 to find out who they're going to bring back at this point. Because
Mhm.
I know two people from this year or this season are coming back, and otherwise, I don't care. Um, it's weird because the new show DMV over on CBS, every time we watch it, there's a new episode. It's like we can't keep up with it. It's like there's one in reserve. Are they doing two at a time? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but there's awful lot of these episodes that keep popping up. Um, on Amazing Race, Jazz and Jag ended up winning the whole race. They were the two
Oh.
brothers. Uh, Jag was the one. From Big Brother,
Uh-huh.
and him and his brother. They first of all they dressed exactly alike, and they look quite a bit alike as well. Not twins, but it was hilarious. I was really surprised they never changed their outfits either. I hope they did a lot of night washings.
Laundry, yeah.
Yeah, Sheriff's County, which was on CBS, which was one of my new favorite shows. What I love about it is they're always making reference to Sacramento because it's an area of pot growers. So it's like, well, we got to pay our taxes to Sacramento. Well, what's Sacramento going to think about that? That kind of stuff. And it's like, um, DMV also talks because they're in West Hollywood, so they're always talking about Sacramento.
Mhm.
And on the Inside Man, his daughter lives in Sacramento, and so I'm getting all this Sacramento love, kind of. But anyway, they do. It's fun to hear the state, well, the city you're living in actually mentioned in a show every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
I remember on Big Mouth, the one girl who was not as wealthy as some of the other kids. Her mother bought her a sleeping bag at the dollar store. Um, and it wasn't a where in the hell is Carmen San Diego? It was where is Carmen San Francisco? And well, the secret is she's in Sacramento because no one will go there because no one's going to find her because nobody wants to go to Sacramento. So it's nice to have it sound better. Anyway, last night on Welcome to Deary, uh, they did have their season finale,
Mhm.
and it was good. It was a really good season finale. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do for season two and three, which
Right.
is funny because I was I was going, okay, well, it shows there's 10 episodes, and
Mhm.
and then I looked, and it's actually it says list season one, season two, season three. So they always add an extra episode for one and two and three to say there's episodes coming up, but they call it an episode like it's already played. So I was really confused.
Right.
Um, so now I know what the episode, the whole thing. So I feel better about myself because
Oh, good.
I was, I was worried that, I was losing it, especially after the McDonald's thing, which I won't share with our listeners. But yeah,
Understandably so.
I, it's weird when you're sure you did something,
Hmm.
and then it says you didn't do it, but then there's other elements that said you did do it,
Yeah.
and they're contradicting themselves.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll tell you right now, one of my friends is saying that they think that our Mercury in retrograde never went out of retrograde, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're right.
okay.
I know
Let's
on
see.
that.
We finished All's Fair for the season, and they're right now. Um, Sarah Paulson's character is gaslighting everybody to think that Glenn Close is gone bye bye. So
Wow.
yeah, it's very very heated. Oh, speaking of heated
Oh.
rivalries. I don't know if I mentioned the guy from last week, Kip.
Mm-mm.
He's the barista that one of the
Oh yes. Okay.
yeah. I'm just hoping he's in the new week's episode because he was just so damn cute. Okay.
I think he is, and it has been picked up for season two.
Yes. Yeah, which is hilarious. Um, because Hulu, if there's gays in that, it seems they get rid of it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm serious. I used to think, oh, I'd rather be on Hulu where they're going to give me a chance if I put a new series. And now I'm thinking, no, not Hulu.
mm-mm.
Hulu's, terrible.
Yeah. Go to Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, it's Florida Man. They had the sister from the Righteous Gemstones was playing this druggy, drunk chick who's roaming around this really nice neighborhood in her swimsuit and
Oh,
walking in people's houses
yeah.
and doing a little Goldilocks
There's a
kind of
Robert Downey
action.
Jr.
And it's so funny because we're watching this, and all these people in this, it's Florida Man. It's all based on true stories of, and most of them are people who were either heavily on drugs, heavily on alcohol, and usually both.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gotten like, oh, let's. But what's really funny about it is they've got all these celebrities that want to be in it because it's a one shoot.
Uh-huh.
So they actually get some pretty big stars in it occasionally. And you're like going, wow, I really didn't think that they would be in this show, but okay. If
Yeah.
yeah, I got a couple days. We can do this. And this week, movie wise, Miracle on 34th Street, Little Drummer Boy, Almost Christmas, and The Muppet Christmas Carol have been the ones this week.
Aw.
Um, I watched the Miracle on 34th Street. This is the 1948 version with Edmund Gwynn, and
Mhm.
what a wonderful uh, show it is. It's really good. Um, do not watch the new version that came out in the 90s where they said Santa just wants children to sit on his lap because he's a perv.
Yeah, we have to deal
And
with that all the
and
time.
and right there, I
Yeah.
should have walked out of the theater. I should have walked out. If it wasn't a work event, I would have. Because
Yeah.
that's just you don't take Santa Claus and make him out to be a pedophile. We got a president to do that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's called the government.
Yeah.
It's
So
called protect
anyway,
Santa.
other than that, I start my or grapefruit rinds um, either tomorrow or Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know if I'm going to make my Hello Dollies or not. My layered cookies.
Oh, really?
Well,
Never.
what I'm wondering is, because as far as I know, Hershey's isn't tariffed, and Nestle's isn't tariffed. They make all that shit here in this country. So why are we paying astronomical prices for a bag of butterscotch chips, you know, and the week before Christmas, and they have I haven't seen one sale on baking goods, at least not here in Sacramento, the
Mm-mm.
whole season. And I'm one of those people that, goes through the ads with a fine-tooth comb looking for the deals, and nothing, not even I haven't even seen graham cracker crusts or graham crackers to make crusts out of on sale. It's been terrible. So
Huh.
now I've got a bag of chocolate chips that I got at Costco, and I've got my sweet condensed milk, but I'm gonna if I don't get those butterscotch chips on sale, I'm not paying $5 a bag, baby. I'll tell you that right now. We will do without them a year. Even
Oh,
coconut, well,
oh
which is
yeah.
probably
Yeah.
exported in tariff, but yeah. Okay,
Imagine just
still,
trying to
I'm.
make a tiramisu with all the coffee tariffs.
Oh my God, it's the whole thing is Trumps are in Christmas for everyone.
Well, more
Well,
than.
the holidays. Let's just generalize it. The holidays. He's
Well, you
ruined
know
the
what?
holidays.
You don't need 49 pencils and you don't need 30 dolls. Those are only for rich people. So, just saying.
Oh my God, you disappeared. Well, tell
I'm
me about your
back.
week.
Hello. I jumped timelines. All right. Well, that sounds lovely. I need to catch up on some Christmas films.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's see. My week, I have it's been like sad. And then Christmas stuff, trying to keep up. I don't even have ornaments on the tree that I managed to put up and put lights on. So I'm woefully behind this year, but I did manage to get some packages out. And let me tell you, girl. So I had two packages that I've had for like a year that I've been meaning to send to some people in Canada. And well, I finally got to the post office and shipped them. And one was a book of mine, which was like $11, and the other one was two toys that they couldn't get in America that were like maybe worth $10 if you, I don't know, gave them something interesting. Both those packages, which were very light and very minuscule, were about $25 a piece to mail. And let me tell you,
Couldn't you just send a digital version of your book?
it, oh, he wanted it signed. And well, there are reasons that I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, I want to go into all that. And then I sent some cards to Canada and a card to Sweden. And let me just tell you that everybody from that is not in the US next time is just getting digital everything because altogether, including a book of stamps, I ended up spending $100 to ship three packages and a couple cards. And nope, 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 not doing that again. Anyway, love you all, but move to no. I don't move to America. Just yeah. Anyway,
Wait, how much are stamps now a piece?
about 73 cents, 70,
Oh,
70 something cents. Yeah. So yeah, because a book of them's like 15 bucks. No, more
well,
than
that's
that.
not a book
More,
then.
more than that. Of course
Well, so
they
so what was it, 10?
what?
How many stamps?
Um, I think there's still 20 on there. Yeah, there's 20,
Okay.
I think.
So that'd be 30, well, what's 73?
Makes sense. So yeah, it's like 20. Yeah. So it's, I don't know, $17, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so show wise, I've been watching a little bit more of Doctor Who, the Capaldi years, and just, oh my gosh. I mean, I love Doctor Who so much, but when I'm watching these, I'm like, wow, how the hell did I stick with Doctor Who? Was I paying attention? Because half the shows I don't remember, and half the shows are just so ham-handed. Oh my gosh.
You were probably drunk.
I didn't I didn't drink. I don't I
You
have
were stoned.
it's my 70s. No, no, it wasn't that. I think I was in denial. Because they're bad. They're badly done. And I hate to say that about Doctor Who, but they were. Um, let's see. Then I watch Red One, which is the movie on Amazon, which is The Rock and Chris Evans, where they have to save Santa from Gryla, the Christmas witch, who is a different Christmas witch there than is La Buffala. Yes. So anyway. Um, it was fun. You know what? I really liked it when I watched it, I think last year or the year before, whenever it came out. And I liked it just as much this time. It's just a fun action Christmas movie. So, yay. And
I thought it had its elements, where it
yeah.
was good, but that whole beach sequence was
Oh,
stupid.
yes. Yeah, no, totally. Totally bad.
And that's what's terrible because that's the only thing I remember about the show was how awful that part was.
Yeah. And that is sad because there were some really fun moments in it, but yes, that was like the point, in each of those kind of action movies, you just have this point where they're like, okay, we need some filler, and that's the filler. I watched Gingerbread Land, the biggest little holiday competition, season
Are
one,
those two
two.
different things?
What's that? Hmm? Did you?
Was that two different things?
Well, one and two. Gingerbread Land,
Oh,
the
so yeah,
separate.
you keep cutting out.
Yeah, so do you. Hmm?
You're still
So
okay,
so there was Red One, watched that, loved it. Then
right.
Gingerbread Land, which is also the biggest little holiday competition. I don't know why they call it that. Uh,
So it's like a baking show.
Yes, season one and
Okay.
two, and this is the one where they have to put together. They have like four different episodes where they have to put together a gingerbread village, but they just have to keep every episode. They have to make it bigger and bigger to where it's like this entire. It's not just like a little gingerbread scene. It's like this entire 4 by 8 huge scene with all this different gingerbread stuff going on and movement and everything and it's just I mean it was nice, it's fun, but
How many episodes?
four
Oh,
for
okay.
each season, and that
Yeah,
way I could make it through it, but if it went more than that I wouldn't have.
well, because like Bobby Flay's Christmas
Oh.
thing, beat Flay, it's like 6 episodes. And
Mhm.
then you've got the It's Cake, Is It Cake 3 episodes. This
Mhm.
is Christmas. And then Next Level Baker with Guy, no, not Gaia, with uh Gordon Ramsay. That's I think 4 episodes. And then you've got Guy Fieri's Tournament of Champions, which was like 6 episodes. So the Christmas ones are nice and short.
Yeah, and deservedly so. The only one that I want to see more of, which I haven't seen the latest episode yet, is the Holiday Baking Championship. Those I like to, a good 8 episodes of that is just fine. But
Right.
these other ones, keep it short, keep it tight. So
Keep it gay, keep it gay.
that too. Yeah. So it's fun if you just want a little, fun kind of, their show, something to have on in the background. I also watched the War Between the Land and Sea, well, episodes one and two of it. This is the new Doctor Who spinoff that has Russell Tovey in it. And it also has Kate Lethbridge Stewart, who is a legacy character from the Doctor Who. And there's quite a bit of the unit cast from the newer Doctor Who's, which are people who are really fun. We love those characters. I love those characters. Um, this was this was nice. It wasn't like an overwhelming, ooh, I've got to see the next episode. But it was okay, I'm looking forward to the next episode. There's six episodes. They're releasing them like two a week. The next one, so the two just dropped, the second two just dropped yesterday, and then the fifth will drop, I think, on Christmas, or right around Christmas. So I'm looking forward to it. If you're a Doctor Who fan, definitely check it out. I'm not sure if they're running it on Disney, but definitely BBC One or BBC America, whichever one we can get here, you can watch them there. Okay, so watch some Christmas sitcoms, and then I watched the new Amazon Christmas one that they're pushing. Oh, what fun! Now, this is the one with Michelle Pfeiffer and Felicity Jones, who was the star in Rogue One. If you remember her, she was the lead in Rogue One.
Dennis Leary, Chloe, what was her last name?
I forget. Three
She
names.
was she was in everything for quite a
Yeah,
few years.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then also Eve Longoria from Desperate Housewives was in it. So this is the description of the movie. Claire plans a special Christmas. However, she is forgotten by her family. When they finally realize that she is missing, their holiday is at risk until she returns to give them the celebration they deserve. That is the worst fucking descriptor of this movie. It is nothing to, well, it is,
No, it's nothing like that. Past the she tried to plan the perfect Christmas, it ends. That's where it's completely different after that.
uh-huh. So
And
yeah,
they forget her Home Alone wise. You know, they took two cars. They thought she was in one car, she was in the other. What she
uh-huh.
really was doing was being a bitch.
Yep, to the neighbor.
Right. And
Yeah.
so she got forgotten because they thought the other car had her. They didn't forget her. She just made herself unavailable.
Right. And she had her own car. She could have fucking gotten in it and gone.
Right.
So anyway, she is one of those women who just has to dominate Christmas and make it the same every year, doesn't listen to what anybody else wants, pushes and pushes in a scary, almost kind of scary way until she gets the thing that she wants done. And so here we go with that. And then they go off to the show, and she gets pissed because she's hurt because what she really wants from them is to be nominated to be for a trip to the be a Christmas mom on this show that's run by
Zazzy,
Eve Lagoria.
Zazzy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, Zazie. And so she wants to be on that show. None of the kids listen to her. None of them, yeah, they're all the kids are assholes, really, except for the oldest daughter who is and
She
trying
was
her
a, are you kidding? She was a
mom.
major asshole.
I don't think she was so much of an asshole as
Oh, we
she
want to go
was
skiing instead of coming
an
home for
exact
Christmas.
duplicate of her mom.
Oh, please. No, not at all. Not
I,
at
I think
all.
so. But
No,
the
no,
youngest
but
daughter was a complete asshole.
and you know what? First
She's
of all, she didn't have to mention that on Christmas.
These are people that, well, that is true, but these are people that I would not necessarily want to know. And then, so she ends up just deciding to drive across the country to Zazzy's and manages to accidentally get on the show and call out her family, and then blah, blah, blah. The rest, just wait and see. Okay, so up until the point where she was actually on the show, I hated this movie. It was so bad. Um, anyway, and I actually, I think, but then, like, after she got to Zazie, I kind of like, I started to like it better. And, like, through the end of the movie, I liked it better. But here's the thing, I actually think there's a good movie in here. I really blame editing and some of the direction in this.
Well, no, I blame the script. First of all, they were just stealing from everybody. It was terrible because
There,
I ended
yeah.
watched. What did I watch? Oh, I watched Almost Christmas, which is with Danny Glover, and his family comes back and they have all sorts of problems. His wife has just died. So, but some of the things that were going on in that show were
Uh-huh.
going on in this show.
Oh
And
yeah.
then like I said, she got left home alone
Home
because
Alone,
of the
right?
mistake. And instead of handling it like an adult, she drives cross country. No, for me, as soon as she left the house, I
Hmm.
hated the rest of the show. I hated those bitches on Zazzy's show that sat around and agreed with her because that was bullshit. No,
I kind of identified with them. So I was,
oh,
I
because you identified with them because they were telling you the protagonist was right. And
no,
so
I think she was wrong. I think she was
I
wrong.
don't think she was wrong.
She wouldn't have had that problem. She didn't try to control everybody and everything.
Well, because you know what happens if you don't try to control everything? Nothing gets done. Then the
Well,
kids don't come
no,
home,
maybe in
and then
your
you're sitting
world.
alone in front of the fire, with a handgun. No, no, it's not right. Come on, it's your mother and your father. Go home for fucking Christmas. Deal with it. You know what? And then give them a call on Mother's Day and their birthday. You
And
don't have to
yet,
go, but it's Christmas. You know that's what your mother loves more than anything. So what do? You fuck her over.
and yet
You're a piece
she
of,
and that
all of you
daughter
are a
made
piece
a
of
perfect
shit
point
family.
that, you know
The
what,
only
I
one
want
that was
my own
good is
traditions with my own daughter, with
no,
my own family. Is there anything wrong with that? No, there isn't. Go skiing.
Dennis Leary was the only one that was decent in the
Oh my
show.
God, he was so inept. And I'm sorry, he totally took everybody for granted.
No, he didn't.
He was the absentee father who checked out a long time ago.
He's not an absentee father at all. He's with a controlling woman, so
Uh-huh.
he has his place in the house. There's nothing wrong with that. Those are the roles that these two people have taken, and they were perfectly happy with that until these ungrateful children come in and spew their hate against everything traditional. And then the better show would have been a rivalry between her and Joan Chang across the street.
Oh.
That would be a much better thing because that would be more like the Arnold Schwarzenegger Sinbad show where they're trying to get the present, but
Uh-huh.
are all every fucking house that needs to have Christmas lights. As soon as the neighbor says, "Oh, I'm so glad you didn't do your inflatables this year," and so she
Uh-huh.
hooked them all up. That
Right.
should have been the movie.
That
That
would
should
have
have been
been
the
that
movie.
actually would have been
I
much more
mean,
fun.
it would
But
have been
would have
stupid,
would have
but
just
at
had
least it
the
wouldn't be insulting.
Romeo and Juliet because you would have had the two kids that have to sneak around and get together against their wishes and blah blah blah. But it still would have been more fun. And the whole thing with the neighbors and everything, that part I enjoyed.
Well,
Anyway,
actually, I didn't enjoy it as much as I understood the rivalry where you can get, the decorations are ridiculous. The dinners are ridiculous. The fanfare, they could have had a big party that they were on the same night that they were trying to get guests from, and their guests were just going back and forth across the street, which just angered them all the more. It could have been a much better, fun, sitcom kind of
it
Christmas
could
show and
better.
not so.
Yes.
I mean, those people flew on Christmas Day across country and
Hmm.
and she blood in their face.
Oh, I
I'm sorry,
it's
but
like
that
good go. Because they were assholes. They did take her for granted.
and that's fine. That's fine because that's what happens. But ultimately, they learn their lesson, and then they're all there on Christmas with her, which is all she really wanted. She's almost 70 years old. Go see her on Christmas.
Well, I'll tell you, for almost 70 years old, Michelle Pfeiffer looked really damn good. And this was a really good cast.
It
So
was.
yeah.
But that's what these Christmas shows, everybody wants to be in a Christmas show because it lasts. It goes. This one's not going to come back for people. I mean, it's going to come back for everyone who's got Amazon. Well, I watched the big red one. Now I guess I have to watch this other crappy show that they're forcing on me.
Well, and then they're trying to force Merv, and I'm still resisting that one.
Isn't that a dog show?
I have no idea.
I think there's a dog involved in it, which always puts me at pause,
Yeah.
no pun intended,
No,
because
I know it's
because
yeah.
that dog is going to die before the end of the show, and if he does, the show's ruined.
Or it's going to be at the vet or run over and then hopefully the miracle will save it, blah blah blah. I hate movies like that. Now the thing that I don't like is that whenever I finish a movie or an episode of a TV show, it tries to automatically force me into whatever is their latest thing. Just stop.
That's just a streaming thing. You got to get used to that.
I It annoys me. Anyway.
Why? Because you have to get up and change.
No, and you know what else annoys me? It annoys me when I've watched two episodes of something and it says, "Oh my God, he's still there." I don't care. I don't care the reason. I don't like it. It annoys me. And I,
Okay, you still have a bunch of stuff to talk about. Keep
yes, I
going.
do.
Come on.
So the next up, actually, the next three are kind of the same thing, which is, so on YouTube, I stumbled on some Christmas stuff. Then it's called the Goes Wrong Show. And it is a small series that happened on that is from Britain, and they have it up on YouTube, so you can find it over there. And they have three Christmas episodes. One is The Spirit of Christmas, which is their own kind of, they wrote it, and it's okay. Then they have The Nativity, which is this thing where they act out the whole nativity story, and of course everything kind of goes wrong, and the players are insane, and the sets are falling, and the angels are falling, and they it's basically the kind of a pantomime. And then the third one is A Christmas Carol Goes Wrong, which actually starred Derek Jacobi, and they basically the acting troupe comes in, throws him out, and then takes over telling the thing of Scrooge. And it's really, really fun. Um,
Well, you know these are all based. Well, not all, but I know that the Christmas Carol one is actually a play.
yeah, that's fine.
No, no, I'm just saying there's a bunch of these different things that are done on stage. Okay, and he leaves the screen. Okay, so I guess he's gone.
Well, when you have a Chihuahua, Chihuahuas don't know when to stop barking. Anyway, uh, so. Well, whatever it is, I don't care. It's a TV show. It's over there on YouTube, and they are all really fun. And of course, they are done by a cast where, that really works well together. So go check them out.
And it's called what again?
The Goes Wrong Show.
Yeah, so you can look up that. Just go into YouTube, and you'll get a lot of things to look at. So.
Right. And actually, if you go over there and you look up my channel, our channel, you can also find one of my playlists, which is a Christmas playlist, and it has a whole bunch of sitcoms and Christmas stuff. And at the end of that, it has those three shows. All right. So what would you do? Would you yell at a chihuahua that doesn't know how to shut up?
I would not have a Chihuahua.
Yeah, well, I have one and I adore her to pieces, but sometimes it's like, seriously, just the leaf fell. Let the leaf fall. I don't need to know about it. Anyway, all right. What would you do at a school event, your parent, or if older, imagine your partner? I did not write that. Uh, Loudly embarrasses you with jokes and commentary. People laugh, but you're mortified. Do you laugh along? gently ask them to tone it down or say nothing until later.
At the first time I ever saw The Sound of Music, I
Yeah.
saw it with my parents.
Mhm.
And you know the part where the intermission comes where they're singing goodbye, farewell, if you say, you know that, and they do a little dance and the okay, so we're in the theater, and as soon as they finish and goodbye, goodbye, and then it goes intermission, my father goes, "This is bullshit." Now
Okay.
it was the movie. It wasn't the live, live version, but it was humiliating,
Hmm.
humiliating. I was at a Christmas Eve where a friend of ours, we were all there. My friend Michelle, she always went to New Year Christmas Mass on
Hmm.
Christmas Eve. So at midnight they would ring in the New Year. So we all went with her family because I thought that'll be really fun. And then you afterwards we can meet up, at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and get hot chocolate somewhere, do something fun. Well, so during this mass, there's a part where the priest,
Okay. Oh yeah.
father,
Yeah.
whoever, the guy who's in the lead, he comes in and goes, and now he's got like an incense burner, and he goes, now we're going to ring in the Christmas season, and it goes ding dong, ding, and one of the guys with us goes, hey everybody, the mini wheats are coming. So yeah, and you know what I do? I don't see anything. I hide. I hide so I don't. I'm not associated with these people.
uh, we were at the theater that I used to be part of the board of over at City Theater. So it's a student kind of, teachers, that type of thing. And they were doing Dracula, and it was the big, scary, older Dracula play. And so, of course, it's like, the normal little four people kind of crew years ago. We're watching it, and they keep having a smoke machine. And you could tell, like, each time there was a break or something like that, or Dracula would enter, you'd hear this psst, and then you just see smoke coming out from all the areas. And it was like a wood burning smoke. So there'd be people kind of like, and then about intermission time, when it started doing it again, our dear friend Charlie, enough with the smoke already. And oh my God. Now, there were a few people that were like, yeah, I know, right? But for the most part, it was so fucking embarrassing. I was like,
Well, and you remember who I was with for a while, right?
yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's you want to talk about embarrassing. He went up to two different people and asked them when the baby was due.
Oh
No
God.
baby, no baby,
Oh
just fat lesbians.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, they're lesbians. The likelihood that they're actually having a child is not as big as you think. So maybe you should stop and think before you say something humiliating. I don't know how many times I leaned over to the person that I was standing next to going, I'm not with this person.
Oh. My father was one of those that would be happily stand at the cash register and tell the woman behind it, smile, could be worse. No, no, you just told a woman to smile. She should hit you by all rights. She should just hit you right now. Anyway, moving on. Oh, by the way, I probably wouldn't say anything to them.
Oh no, no. I'm not what's the point?
Yeah, so. All right. Love it or hate it. Facial hair trends, big beards, mustaches, goatees, etc.
I'm all about it.
Yeah. I there is a limit to how big the beard is, especially if they don't keep it very, neat.
Come
But
on, what?
I
No, it's always nice to find a chicken wing in there. Come on.
oh yeah, you know who I'm talking about. But I love facial hair on a guy. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's weird. I realize that it's necessary to at least have a mustache if you're going to be with me.
Okay.
I don't know why. Well, probably because my father had a mustache, and so I
Oh,
base, um, you know,
daddy issues. Yeah.
well, I base looks on what I knew as a child. So, hairy chest and a mustache, and then of
Mhm.
course, then came the '70s where you had, the Castro clone, which was all
Oh
about the
yeah.
mustache and the
Yeah.
hairy chest, and then the '80s came along and ruined all of that for everyone. And it wasn't until the '90s and trend-setting people bringing in new mustaches
Mm.
that changed the way people look at facial hair.
Yeah. I have to
Well,
say,
you're
I'm
supposed
not.
to mention that I was one of those people.
Yes. Oh, yes. You well, actually, you had a very lovely curly Q kind of handlebar-ish mustache for a while. It was very, very nice. I these little porn stashes that some of the guys have nowadays are interesting, but a lot of them just it doesn't suit them well. They need to kind of grow in a goatee or something for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. It's just, well, there's nothing worse than a twink that's trying to grow a mustache.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Chubs, Timothy wants to know, have you ever fallen for a scam?
Yeah, but I mean, not to the point of where it's cost me money.
Hmm.
Not like that. But I mean, are you kidding? Look on the internet. I'm falling for scams all the time. I still think that raccoon and his friends are perfectly fine to come and get those crackers, and it's all scam.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably in the early days of the phone scams when they were like actually really good, I think there was probably one or two of those I probably fell for. Oh, actually, I'll tell you the one that I really did get fall for was back when I was 15, 14-ish, 15-ish. I saw this ad in the back of a newspaper that said that um you can basically get rich by stuffing envelopes at home. And the way it made it seem like a company would just like send you boxes of stuff that needed to be stuffed in envelopes, and you stuff it in envelopes and then mail it off for them. And really what it was they sent you a packet, which was basically like this 6 or 7 page photocopied packet of how you place ads in a newspaper with the same ad that they did, and then you photocopy the stuff that they just sent you and stick it in an envelope and send it to them after somebody sends you like $9 to find out how to basically do what just got done to you. So yeah, that was a disappointment.
Well, in Columbia House.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, but that didn't fall for scam. I have friends that scam them out
Well,
of
yeah,
many,
yeah, but
many, many things. So yeah.
and there's been enough diet scams.
Oh my God. Oh, my mom still goes
So,
for those.
but like I said, it's never, I haven't, like, one time, this was an interesting one. Back about 10, 15 years ago, they they used to send you checks. I don't know if you've ever gotten any of these, where they would send you four checks for up to $10,000. All you have to do is write the checks and cash them, and then they'll charge you an interest rate type thing. But
Oh,
they actually sent you what were virtually live checks.
yeah. I
And
remember
and
that.
so one time somebody got one out of my mailbox or before it got to my mailbox. And so I get a call from one of these companies, from that company going, "Yeah, did you ever cash these checks?" And I go, "No. No, actually, I saw it on my bill. I saw it on
Uh,
my credit card." And I said, "What is this?" And they go, "Well, you cashed those checks." And I
oh,
said, "I've never cashed any checks." For
right.
what? And they go, well, their wedding cake, wedding venue, wedding, something. And I go, no, I have not had a wedding. And no, I did not write these checks. And they got back to me because they took the bill off my bill.
Good.
And then they called me up and said, well, what happened was it was at I think it was a Crocker Bank. That's how long ago it was.
Hmm.
Um, that the the checks were all cashed at this particular Crocker Bank at one time by the same teller.
Wow.
So the teller and the person were in cahoots, and I never heard what happened after that. But that's fraud. So
Yeah,
somebody probably ended up in jail. I didn't have to go and do I didn't have to witness anything.
yeah.
But yeah, so I've had things scammed on me, but the net didn't cost me anything.
That's good. Wow. Yeah, those checks that they send you, like, you can write this check and it'll just be on your credit card. No, I don't.
Well, but the thing was, it was so dangerous.
Yeah,
You're sending me live check. I called them up and I said, "Why are you sending me live checks?" Well, we thought, well, I'm not interested.
right.
So you need to stop sending me these things, or
Yeah,
you're going to have people continually ripping you off because I'm not getting charged for this. You are.
yeah.
If you can't catch these people, you're the ones that are getting, scammed. Stop doing this. And after that, I hadn't seen any. I mean, it's been years since I've seen anything like that because they probably realized that they were paying more in scamming on them than catching the people that are doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And who the fuck is going to write one of those checks when it's like 18.5% to 29.5%?
Oh, I know. I mean, I remember my mom getting some and holding on to them for a while just in case, but I don't think we ever did anything like that, thankfully. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Hey, Chubs, workplace attire. Is it okay to dress sexy? Should workplace dress codes be about preventing distraction, preventing harassment, or maintaining a brand image? And can those goals conflict?
See, I mean, for me, immediately, sexy is subjective. You
Hmm.
know, I mean, I guess if you're, and it depends if it's office or if it's public. So I mean, I wouldn't suggest like wearing a bathing suit top and some Daisy Dukes to work,
Hmm.
but that's not sexy. That's disgusting. So I mean, that's beach kind of wear.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. I don't think being sexy is bad unless it's hookerish. If
Okay.
you're dressing like a hooker, you should probably think twice about what you're wearing to work.
I don't know. Some hookers dress nice, but
Not in my neighborhood.
oh. Well, I guess I never really paid much attention to the women dressing sexy because I didn't consider it sexy to me. So I never really thought anything of it. However, any jobs that I've ever worked in an office for, it was usually like journalism, or box office. So the people were just like hard working ass, you know, that never became a problem. I don't think there's anything wrong with dressing sexy as long as it is a professional, to whatever the workplace is.
Right. I think more so it should be what's too casual.
Right. Now, I do think that there are some jobs, especially types of sales jobs and things like that, where dressing with a sexual edge can be a plus, especially when you are trying to, interest clients, not in the sex, but, get them whatever, to buy an ad or something like that. If you
Or you're a
have
waitress
a
and you're
hot
working
guy,
on tips.
if you are a gay magazine and you have a really hot young, usually young, but a hot guy who dresses in tight clothes, but that's still professional, but shows a little bit more than you might, and you send them to, a gay business, chances are they're going to get a higher percent of ad
Well, sure.
buys than, and that is part of business. But if you're talking working in McDonald's, cover it up.
Well, in McDonald's they got a uniform, so
Well, that's what I mean. But you cover it up because there's hazards and, people might not get what they ordered on the app and it might come sailing back through the window. And so you just want to be careful. So, all right. Hey, Chubs, boy moms. Timothy wants to know, boy moms is a social media phenomenon wherein mothers on video overly dote on their young male children, almost like a girlfriend. It's creepy. Do you think centering one's identity around a child is empowering, limiting, or neither? It's funny. Now that he mentions that, I've seen that recently on several videos, and I wouldn't necessarily say that it was at a creepy level, but it was definitely like a, what the fuck?
cringy.
Yeah, kind of like, and I don't know if it, I mean, obviously, yeah, the mother is like not letting go or whatever, or is whatever. But to me, it's more the young male that's letting him do it that's a little bit more creepy to me.
Well, I mean, this is just, stage moms is
Yeah.
what it is. I when I was in New York, not this year, but last year, we were I can't remember, we were in some restaurant and we were just in there. It was we're eating something, and this woman comes in with this younger, like a, let's say a 6, 7 year old girl, maybe 5, 6. She was a little bit younger. And the mother is taking pictures of her. Like, oh, here, she got like an eclair. Now eat the eclair. Get some on your face. Click, 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 and she's sitting there taking social media pictures of her child. And that's what it's come down to.
Uh,
It's like this
okay.
stage mom thing happens. Well, I mean, you look at it. Some of the uh, look at the Jodie Fosters and the Brooke Shields and the and I can Christina Aguilera's, and all these people had mothers that were pushing them at a very young age, if not mothers, fathers, to get into the business. And this has been going on for years, and it's moms become, like agents this way. They're the managers. They're in control of their kid's life. My kid's so talented. It's gypsy. That's all it is. It's just the evolving of the stage mother into now the social media mother, or the continuing being a stage mother, and whether it's on stage or it's on film, television, music, they're out there protecting their kids.
Right.
Yeah,
Now, I like the video. I like the ones that include the mom in like there's a hefty gay. Gosh, I don't know if they're Philippine or not. But their whole family, like there's a lesbian daughter, and then he's gay, and then, but he's constantly featuring his mom, who is this big older woman, and she has this heavy accent, and he asked her questions or whatever, and she's always like spewing out some crazy ass thing, and it's out of love, and they're hilarious together. Or
it's
the
not out of love. It's out of okay, this will sell.
yeah, it's more than that. You can tell it's more than that. Like the redhead, the tall redhead guy who is like the tall guy, and like his entire family is like is little people, and he's constantly going to their house and spending time with his mom, and making all, they're doing jokes on each other and everything, and you can just tell there's a lot of love there, and I think that's the difference, is that what these videos are, they are kind of just overly, like, weird. But
Well,
yeah,
for me, it's cringy. It's just
but
like, oh God,
kittens
give your
too.
kids some space.
Right, but you know
Stop
what? I
doing that.
think there's also there's you gotta include the sons, the boys in that because they're getting what they're not pushing them away. So,
Well, yeah, but why should they? They've been doing this since they were 5. I
mm,
mean, and the problem is, think about that little girl that I saw in that restaurant where
uh,
she's, years from now, she's going to be expecting all the attention all the time.
and then she's
So,
going to be the press secretary for the White House. Huh. Moving on, I remember school supplies.
ooh, you zapped that one.
What?
Nothing.
Do you remember school supplies?
What do you mean?
I remember school supplies.
Okay.
I remember loving school supplies. The orange envelopes with the three sports figures on them when playing basketball
Yeah,
and
they were more of a tan,
yeah, but and then there was the Trapper Keepers, which I always wanted, but were just a little too expensive for me.
and they were kind of out after me, so
Yeah, and then
they sounded cool though.
but oh, they were, and then they had the extra pockets, and then you could put fresh pencils, number two pencils. You always had to have the number twos.
Well, you know what used to always get me was the as of like the past few,
Mhm.
probably the last 20 years, how
Of
companies get
course.
together and they put together backpacks filled with school supplies.
Yeah.
And the fact is, because when we used to do that at this one place I worked at, and everyone would be on a different station, so you did pencils, you did crayons, you did rulers, you did
Mm.
notebooks, you did paper, you did, and and we would sit there going, I never got this shit when I went to school. I carried over the stuff from last year, you know,
Uh,
and it's like, and so there was a, a terrible resentment, but only on the fact that as people can get, it's like, well, I never got that, so why should they get that? And didn't they get these crayons last year? What are they all? Did they use them all up? They've got colored pencils now. I didn't get a yellow marker when I went to school. I didn't even know about highlighting.
oh, I
Um,
know. Like highlighters were not even necessarily like a huge thing when I went to school.
well, I found out they were. I just didn't know about them.
I
I
don't
was like,
remember it being a big
why is
thing.
your book covered in yellow? And they go, oh, I used a highlighter. Well,
It
what's
wasn't
that
until I was in
for?
college that I really did anything with highlighters.
Yeah, see,
But
it
we always
was
had we're always you could have stickers and stick them all over everything, and we always had the notebooks that had to be college lined root newspaper or college lined paper after
well, don't forget the paper bag that you cut open and then you wrapped it around your
oh my
books
God, I did that
because
so many
that's what you
times.
did when you didn't
Yeah,
get free shit at the beginning of the year.
right.
Oh my God, I'm so
Or
selfish. I am so selfish. Why am I this way? Okay,
or if you
sorry.
were lucky, I don't remember if they sold them to us for like 5 cents a piece or something like
Well,
that. But
my
you could get the book covers that had the school like logos and stuff on them.
but yeah, but those weren't good. You couldn't write shit on them.
Well, that's true. But
Yeah,
I,
no.
I was that was like the more well-to-do kids had those, and the rest of us just had paper bags.
Yeah, well, and so the selfish 10-year-old in me is still hurting for those that box of new crayons, and they must smell really good, but I didn't get them.
What about that
Eh,
64 colors with the built-in pencil sharpener?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh man, that was like Christmas gift level because they were yeah, you couldn't get
Right, exactly. But we were throwing those into their backpacks,
wow.
64 packs.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like I had to work for this.
Yeah, no, when I was a little kid, I got they just gave me like that 8-pack jumbo set, you know. Good luck with this, kid.
Yeah. Oh
All right.
boy. I
All
know.
right. Well, what's in your lunchbox? Mr. Moose wrote in and said, "Hey, girl, hey, up early this morning and to bake a rum cake for a neighbor. Pecans, dark rum and butter are the prominent flavors. You know what? I would love to have a taste of your rum cake, sir. And I'm not even
Um,
like a rum type person, but let me tell you, I have never had tasted a cake like that, and I just sounds so good.
well, rum cake is really good because the alcohol-y taste
Hmm.
mellows in the cake, so it
Good.
doesn't. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Um, and I used to get one of these from a friend of mine that used to live here, and now they live in you know, Illinois,
Oh, dear goodness.
and so I don't get my rum cake anymore. But this looks delightful, and I bet it's just so yummy. And by the way, no one send me crayons. I don't need crayons. I'm not 10
Oh,
years old. I don't need crayons anymore.
man,
Give me a few
that's
years.
my Christmas.
Once I hit, like 75, 80, I'll probably be coloring again, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
No crayons,
I had already put it on my list. I don't know if I can. Yeah,
rum cake, no, 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 no.
no, that sounds absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful.
And it's beautiful.
This looks beautiful. Go over to our Facebook group at facebook.com/ChubsGoneWild and check out this cake. It just looks perfect.
Yeah, and by the way, um, we are now into the picture season where everyone's taking pictures of everything. So I want to see some, from our dedicated listeners,
Hmm.
and there's hundreds of you.
Yes.
So I want to see some Christmas decorations.
Yep.
I'll put up my tree. You put up yours.
Hmm.
I want to see, if you're going to a party, Matt and I realize that we have no parties to go to.
Not
It's
this
it's
year.
kind of like no fucks to give. We have no parties to attend
Yeah,
this year, and it's kind of,
sad.
as much as it's a relief because that means neither of us have to host it.
Right.
But on the other hand, it's like, okay, then we just kind of cruise through the holiday and it's over with and
Yeah.
it's done and boo-hoo.
Right.
But yeah, but if you do go to a party, snap some pictures. We need to see something. We need to see people having a good time since we will be having a moderately okay time.
Right.
Um, and then food, festivities, presents, we want to see it all.
Yes. Send us your joy. We want to indulge.
Well,
Uh,
where can they send that to?
they could send it to us at chubsgonewild@gmail.com. And you can also check out my other projects at justkisstheguy.com. You can find all of our links at allmylinks.com/chubsgonewild. And
And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can go ahead and give us a like and subscribe if you're not. And that way, when we do drop each week, it'll tell you that, oh, you got a new Chubs Gone Wild, it's waiting there for you, and let us know that you were here and that it was you that watched, and we'd love that.
yes,
And yeah,
you were here, you were queer, and so were we. Christmas. All right. We love you, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
bye.
A network of inclusion.
UnivazPods.net.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network.
This has been a For Fuck's Sake production.